passion meets purpose at the intersection of your heart. This purpose that many seek out in the world will never be found there. This purpose that you are seeking is discovered in your own heart. It's discovered in the heart, but it's lived out in the world. And likewise, passion is the same. You feel that passion, the fire in your heart, that aliveness that energizes your life, that moves you. Following your passion is the same as following that inner calling of your purpose. You see how that fire of passion, it transforms you. As you follow your passion, you're guided by your own heart. And you're living out that purpose in the world. You're receptive, you're listening, you're receiving the inner guidance of your heart. And what excites you, ignites you, it lights you up from inside. It fuels your movement, your daily activities are invigorated, infused with such passion, such aliveness. You walk with intention. You walk with purpose. And you see how they're like two sides of the same heart. This passion, this purpose is something to experience. But it can only be experienced if you listen to your heart. You can't suppress your heart and expect to live passionately. You can't ignore your calling and expect you to live with purpose. So perhaps you're not quite living with passion and purpose. And you're wondering how can I live with passion and purpose? Well, it starts with turning within, because you see, something has been calling you for a long time, but you're not listening. And if you are listening, you're ignoring that call. So you become your own resistance to a life of passion and purpose. That passion, that purpose, it's lived out in such ordinary ways. Yet when you're living those ordinary activities, you transform them. That passion, that purpose transforms these activities from an ordinary to extraordinary. You're living a depth of life most people in this world never dreamed possible. And that depth is the depth of your heart. You living in and as your heart. This is where you live so passionately, so purposefully, that you emit it, you transmit it in every way possible. How you speak, how you look, how you walk, everything is an expression of that depth of your heart. People can feel it. Man, she's so fired up. That look in his eyes. They sense it. They can feel it. And it's a reminder. It reminds others that they too can live with that passion and purpose. when you're living that depth, when you're expressing yourself fully from the heart, as the heart, it becomes a heart activation. You activate others. And those who recognize that they have been ignoring the call or not listening, they start to pay attention to the silent whisper of their own heart. They stop ignoring the calling. They embrace the risk of following the heart on this adventure of life. And they too awaken to a life they could never believe. So start with recognizing that perhaps you're not quiet enough. You're not receptive enough. Recognize that you have to relax and open up and allow yourself to be quiet so that you can hear those whispers of your own heart. Recognize that your heart has been calling you, and this invitation that you fear, you ignore. The risk that you fear is the same risk that is that invitation. The invitation into the depth of your heart. It's not going to be comfortable. And that discomfort that you're avoiding is precisely the threshold. The threshold that is your initiation, that you cross over that threshold into the unknown. The unknown is your heart. Everything in the mind is known, and that's your comfort zone. So this calling always calls you out of your comfort zone. It asks you to step through that threshold, to leave the mind behind and return to your heart. And if you're watching this message is obviously resonating. You're obviously listening. You're paying attention. This message is that calling. The calling of your own heart. You haven't been paying attention previously, or you've been ignoring all the signs, the previous calls. So it's showing up in this way, an invitation into the unknown. Does it seem vague, abstract? What is he saying? Yet you can't deny that there's something that's resonating in your heart. It's energetic. You can sense it. You won't be able to label it, or perhaps you do label it. This is crazy. No way. I don't believe it. But there's something in you that feels more than compelled. There's a conviction in you. Although you feel some discomfort arise, there's something about this that also feels safe. That safety allows you to open up to this adventure, the magic, the mystery of your own heart? Is it going to involve risk? 100%. Every adventure has risk. So it's not going to be this comfortable red carpet path that you want it to be. It's going to be messy, uncertain, unpredictable. And yet something in you recognizes this to be the way, because you've tried everything else and you see how that never worked. All those other paths outside of yourself have sort of been dead ends in your life, and you're coming to this reality. You're facing it. Perhaps it may sound like it just didn't work, or nothing's working for me, or I'm running out of time, or I don't know what to do. And that leaves one door open. When it seems as if the universe has closed all doors, it always leaves one door open, and that's the doorway into your own heart. So what are you afraid of? You're afraid of returning home to your heart. You're afraid of leaving everything behind. But I guarantee you, what you're leaving behind is simply suffering. Because there is no suffering in your heart. The happiness that you're seeking, the love that you're seeking, the peace that you're seeking, the freedom that you're seeking, whatever you're seeking, it's not found out there. It's only found in your heart. This may seem too crazy. It won't make any sense to the logical mind. And yet, something continues to resonate with your heart. It's not a matter of what I'm saying. It's not a matter of these words sounding good or not so good. It's not about me stringing together the right words, using the right language so something clicks. It's energetic. You can feel this. And that is the call. And when you're ready, when you're receptive, you feel that calling almost as a pull. It's like a gravitational pull into that energetic field. You can go kicking and screaming, or you can simply step through. And this message that you are resonating with is more than an invitation. It's an initiation. I'm going to be straight with you. I'm literally calling you forth. This conviction that you feel in your heart is the same conviction that is what I embody. And that conviction is enough for you to feel safe stepping through that threshold. And that's the invitation to your initiation, where you cross that threshold, letting go of everything known behind you, and you step into the unknown of your heart and experience the magic, the mystery, the wonder, the awe that you could never believe. You'll have to do it alone, but I'm also here to guide you through that process, to guide you on that path. When you take that step, it's done. So the question for you is, you hear the call because you're listening. Are you going to ignore it again? Or are you going to take me up on this invitation? You see me calling you forth. Now simply rise and step forward.